This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. But Dalvin Cook's best game of 2019 came against these Packers. It was in Week 2 early in the season, but he had 154 yards and a touchdown on the ground, though his Vikings actually wound up falling 21-16 at Lambeau. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Cousins. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
The ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5 brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings' 20-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Amir Abdullah on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. He will find the rookie from LSU. That's Justin Jefferson. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. And his throw here is incomplete. Robert Tonyan was the one he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well. So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Vikings,
they run. Cook. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 at the 41.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. A 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. With credit, Zadarius Smith able to get through and make that tackle for a loss. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Cousins, complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown.
Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Jones, and he'll get this only up to about the 35. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
To throw is Rodgers. To throw on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47.
22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Jeff, jump out.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
At the 34-yard line.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. We own it. Mike 22. I'm here all day.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
Now Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. This will be caught at about the 5. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Rodgers teaming up with Lazard there for a Packer first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
At the Vikings' 3-yard line.
One back in the game. That's Jones. 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
First down, Minnesota.
Cousins on 1st down. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll throw again. Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Irv Smith Jr., his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And ready to get the party he started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
1-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Check 4, check 4. Hey, 88, 88, 88.
He'll set up to throw. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Aaron Jones.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Aaron Jones.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
On the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And unable to connect, incomplete. So give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Like 22's coming, 22's coming.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the 27, Cousins. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Vikings 21, Packers 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in...
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Hey, 26.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On play action. Now Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. So when he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll lead here to a third down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
First down, Vikings.
Final minute now of the third quarter. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And the Vikings first down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
14.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They run it again with Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Again, it's Cook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Bailey now for the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll go again to Jones. They find some open field here. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 70 yards. And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
Mason Crosby for the extra.
So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
3-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
No gain.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stumping that one short of a 1st down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops, a tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Alan Lazard. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Able to fight through 1 tackle. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get them in the end zone. One final try now for Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
27.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Minnesota, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.